Welcome, mortal fools, to the most terrifying, spectacular show on Earth. Fasten your seatbelts and hold on tight. And take a ride with the Dark Carousel Podcast. Welcome, mortals! Wow! Let's fucking ride!
The Dark Carousel Podcast, about us. Born from friendship, family, and a shared love for the haunt world, the Dark Carousel Podcast was founded in 2019 by Arthur and Steve, two best friends who became true brothers. What started in a small basement with nothing but an old MacBook, two cheap microphones, and a dream has grown into one of the most respected podcasts in the haunted attraction community. Through their passion and dedication, Arthur and Steve have built a platform that celebrates haunt actors, special effects artists, haunted house owners, and the incredible stories behind the world of fear. Along the way, they've interviewed legends like Sandy Johnson, Judith Myers from Halloween 1978, the warden's widow of Blood Prison, the owner of Field of Screams, Slider Jesus from Hell's Gate, and many more. They have been featured in projects like Haunters Against Hate, met thousands across the country, and built a reputation for honesty, passion, and heart. Above all, their journey is rooted in brotherhood, loyalty, and the belief that it's okay to be yourself, even if that self is a little dark, a little broken, and a little haunted. This is the Dark Carousel Podcast. This is where nightmares are celebrated, and the ride is far from over.
Ain't that right?
Did you get all that?
Did you get it?
I hope you all got it all.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Welcome to the Dark Carousel Podcast.
Welcome, everybody. Hello, good evening, good morning, and good night. Yeah, well,
Ladies and gentlemen, boys
Oh, God.
and girls, it is time for the Dark Carousel.
Alrighty, boys and girls, I'll bring back some retro Dark Carousel Podcast for you fuckers. All right. So,
we have a lot to talk about on this lovely episode, guys.
and our favorite rocket ship. I don't know why that's in my fucking head today.
Going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, passing through the sky in a hot ice, something like that. What's up, everybody?
So, today, fuckers, we are running on 4 cameras. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Four.
So guys, today we are sitting here and we are going to be talking about the lovely thing that we all love, haunting. This episode is called We Bleed for This. And what do we bleed for, Mr. Sweets? Haunters, actors, special effect artists, and how much we appreciate everything about haunting.
Yeah.
This is a podcast where fear is an art form and Halloween never dies. And here we are, episode 3, season 6, and we're proud to present finally another episode for Haunters. I think just in general, the haunt world needs this. I know there are a lot of haunters out there that do podcasts and stuff, and I know there's also a lot of haunt enthusiasts that do talk about this, but I don't think there's a lot of like haunt actors that full-blown do what we do that we know of. That we know of. So if you guys or anybody that follows us on Spotify or Instagram or wherever, message us, talk to us. We would love to hear your story about how you came into this lovely world of fear, haunting, and just the beauty behind it. And we want to know the reason why we have that obsession of the fear we bring to like customers and stuff. And we want to try to bring as much detail as we can on this episode to show you guys that this is just not a, it's not even just a hobby. It's a lifestyle. It's a journey, And we got people that this may be your first time joining us on this show, or this may be your 30th time to be on this show. But to fully introduce ourselves, we're haunters. We've been haunting together like 30 plus years, and we do this to show you guys.
Theoretically, if you want to get the numbers correct, it'd be more like 48 years. If you're adding years.
Yeah. I mean, I got like almost 20 years underneath my belt, and he's got what? Over 30 years underneath his belt.
Over 30 motherfuckers.
And it feels good. And it, like, when I was a kid, I didn't really think that the journey would be where I'm at today. And again, like, you got newbies that are just now joining the haunt world, which I fucking wish I still had that noob instinct in me, but I don't no more because I'm getting older. But I mean, I'm happy to see the younglings getting up in there.
The younglings
getting up in there and actually, like,
the little kitties,
just bringing out the fear and joy and stuff. And like the fact that like we like the people that like really love haunting and that are haunters itself. It's the adrenaline. It's the like trauma therapy, the emotional release that we get and that we hold back all fucking year. All 9 fucking months we wait for this shit. All 9 months. 10 months if you want to be exact. But 9 months we fucking wait to just release it. And it feels good. And like I don't know, like during your time, I mean, I'm with you a lot, but like I know during like your off time and stuff, like do you crave just to finally just like let the beast out?
I have my moments. Like there's moments where I'll be just down here by myself and I'll be just staring at the wall and I'm like, okay, I gotta come up with something new. So I'll go in there and I'll just start throwing shit together. Now granted, as far as haunting itself, yeah, there's moments where I'm like, okay, I need to do something.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
But at the same time, I'm patient because I know if I overdo it, then I'm like, when season comes, I'm like, it takes me a minute to get back into it. So it's good that we have a break as far as the running around part. Now, as far as being a haunter year round, I enjoy it, but I got to get back into, we got to have things to do though.
Yeah.
Like doing video shoots, photos, shit like that. We got to get back
shows.
into. Yeah, shows. So stuff like that. So as long as we keep it, moving around, doing a little bit of different things, which I know here at the end, closer to the end of May, we've discussed we're gonna, work with some other people on some stuff. Yeah. So that's good. So that keeps the juices going. It keeps everything going for me. But yes, as far as the adrenaline part during the actual haunt season itself, yes, you guys out there drive me. When I get to the park and start getting ready, I sit in I'm usually by myself, and I am just slowly getting into that mode.
Now, do you think like when haunt season starts, and like let's say like you're a few weeks in, and you've pointed it out to me, like once you're in character for a certain amount of time, for a certain amount of weekends and stuff, you're like slowly bringing your character to life into your real life.
Oh no, it's to the point where my it's stuck. It's like that year round now. Like literally Sweet's instincts is always in the back of my head, and it's like even with work it doesn't help sometimes, and there's times at work I'm ready just to start swinging the bat.
He's bashing it.
Dude, I'm telling you, it just like it becomes I don't know what you want to call it, if you're bipolar or split personality. There's times where his ass wants to come out.
Like a different persona.
Like I'm not gonna name names from work, but there's a dude that's currently not right there right now that was recently gone, but he knows. He knows. The day I come to work with that mask on, motherfuckers better run.
Yeah, I'm running.
Because it's yeah.
Dude, and it's real because it's like, you know how like they say like don't mess with like a person with martial arts, don't mess with a person that shoots guns. Don't mess with a fucking haunt actor, because you got to think.
But the funny thing, all those things that you said, Sweets has got.
But the thing is, yeah, exactly.
So therefore, it's even worse. And I've told many people, don't fuck with clowns. Just don't. You can fuck with a ghost. You can fuck with a zombie. You can fuck with Freddy Krueger. But clowns, I'm telling you, they'll fuck your world up. Ask Art.
Yeah, look at fucking Art, man, dude.
Look at the shit that he does.
Yeah.
His clowns ain't right. And I'm telling you, this new movie, clown in the cornfield. That looks interesting.
Yeah, it does look a little.
That little clown, he looks like he's gonna raise some hell, rainbow style.
But I think in general, like, you just don't mess with haunt actors, man. I mean, we bring the fucking emotion out that we've been holding back for years, and there's some crazy motherfuckers in the haunt world.
Oh no, I agree. There's a handful at land that when we go out there, you know who is the real deal and who's just a weekender.
Yeah.
You know that. And since we've been out there, we know who to expect to go out and kill it and do great because they really bring it out.
Yeah, they really show themselves.
But I'm just reading through some of the side notes here.
Right now we're on the first one.
Yeah.
Just for now.
But as far as the connection between, the performer and as far as like the guest, dude, I feed off of it. And that's why I love roaming. Even though we've had plenty of offers to go back and do other things, and I appreciate all those because that shows people have faith in me, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But as a roamer, that's just something that a lot of people don't get to experience because we're a limited number group. We're not allowed to really have a big number. We're a limited number, so I feel honored to do that because I'm glad people have faith in me to go out there.
Well, it feels good, man.
And go out and give it my all because that's the biggest thing as a roamer. Everybody thinks because you work at a haunt, you have to be scary. This is my thing. I'm an entertainer. Yes, I am a clown, but I feed off you.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where the connection between the performer and the guest comes in. Each experience is different. So, again, that's back to body language, and that's another big thing into acting. You got to learn how to read that person.
And that's the biggest thing, man. Like, if you can read the people, read the guests and stuff, you can physically, as bad as this sounds, manipulate them to do whatever you want.
Yeah, there's some people that you can bend their fear to do that.
And it's like I love the kink people. They're like, ooh, daddy. I'm like, no.
Well,
I mean, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, there's certain people that get a little too crazy, but there's a time and a place for that. And at certain parks, you just don't want to do that because if it was like a solid R park like we've worked at before,
dude, I'd whip my dick out.
That's someplace. Well, yeah, but I'm just saying in general, certain parks that are rated for that shit, then fine. But there's parks like what we're doing now, they're PG-13 type things, so therefore you got to kind of put a stop to that before the customer does get out of hand.
Yeah, sometimes they can take it, and I'm like,
especially when they're drinking.
Sexual harassment, or
so you got to watch that game.
Fucking rape and shit. Like, calm it down, brother.
So, but again, it's back to reading the customer. Some people what you can get away with. So
yeah, man, you gotta think that like how he said, like we're the performers, we're the entertainers. You guys are the victims, 100%. You guys have always been the victims. But the passion that we have, and the people that really give a flying hoot about us, dude, we're the soul of the show. We're the reason why this business is even fucking going. If we didn't have. If the haunt owners didn't have the actors, then the actors wouldn't have a haunt, and that's the most important part. And if the actors didn't have, the makeup artists, then the makeup artists wouldn't have the haunt actors to perform the lovely. My shit was in the way.
Powering up.
The makeup artists want to have their duties to create these lovely monsters. I'm a makeup artist. I've been a makeup artist now. This is now my 5th year doing this, and I love it. I've done so much time on so many fucking actors, and the passion that I had and have, we just do it all. And sorry, I'm trying to change the camera. And the lovely thing, I don't know how he does this, so I'm gonna stop fucking with shit. The biggest thing is like I love the lovely aspect of being that horror makeup artist, because it's like I can express myself. I can make these normal looking average Joes into the creepiest fucking monsters that I can imagine. The hours that we put in, that we fucking just, god damn, dude, and the frustration, the fucking frustration. Sorry, Mr. Streets. And my fault, I love that. But the frustration, man, it's like when you get up in that makeup chair and like an actor or a weekender or somebody that is just off the streets and just wants that extra cash and like, hey, I want this, and they show me their phone, and it's like, you ain't getting that. and the reason why you're not getting that is because that is not relevant towards your scene whatsoever. That's why we always ask, what scene are you in? Because, you know, Land of Illusion has 200 plus actors, and it gets really fucking busy. But we respect you because you're putting your body through so much fucking stress. You know, you're losing your voice. You're getting bruised up. You're fucking you're exhausted from the night before. But the one thing that really bothers me, hygiene. Motherfucker, wash your balls.
Every day.
Wash them.
Every day.
Lift them up and get the gooch.
Yeah.
Just wash it, dude. If you come in here in the makeup room and you sit down on my chair and you leave a snail trail on my fucking stool, brother, listen. I have 30 to 60 fucking people just in my chair coming in and just sitting down. Mr. Sweets, that's why I wear gloves. Bed bugs are a real thing. And I think there's a few people where I think they actually smoke the bed bugs, but we're not going to talk about that. But it's just like, dude, the building of the creature is such a great thing. And there are thousands of makeup artists. Thousands. Probably, dude, I mean, I'll probably say millions, but I'm going to say thousands just in America out there that have so much fucking hidden talent. And I'm an actor also. But a lot of haunt actors are also makeup artists. A lot of makeup artists are haunt actors.
Well, that's what they do in their spare time to help get them ready for the next season in creations. That's how they create new characters. To keep you people entertained
all the time. But dude, it's like the people that love it, the people that strive for it, the people that just are eager just to get out there on that fucking floor and just rip them apart like a fucking, you know, Whopper from Burger King and just like licking the in-betweens like, oh god, I want the juice. But it feels so good to finally just like release that fucking pain and like anger you've been holding back for so fucking long.
Well, and that's what happens too though. Certain people, when you're out there running around, they give you so much adrenaline.
God.
No. There are some nights that are slow and you're pissed because you go out there and you're like, where's everybody at? Why? I just don't feel the energy. And then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I'm done for the night.
Yeah, and like that's one thing that I've always stressed about to a lot of like newcomers that come into the haunt world. Don't give your 100% right away. Take that 100% and stretch it out. Those people that come up in there with like energy drinks and taking stackers or smoking a blunt or fucking taking like Percocets. No. You know what you need? You need water. Water is the best thing in the world. And get yourself a fucking power bar, dude. Some protein bars and stuff.
If anything, like my routine usually, I try before I get out there. I usually try to get my Propel water because just regular water, man. I can't. I gotta have a little bit of flavor. So I usually try to get my Propel water to keep my electrolytes and shit up because I know I'm gonna be going.
It's like you're working out.
Then, oh, dude, it is because I can prove that. I mean, literally, not last year, but the year before, I lost like 50-something pounds from running so much, chasing people around. But no, I usually get. I go to the gas station. I usually get, like I said, a couple of different waters. Then I also bring usually like beef jerky just for the protein.
He brings his crack pipe.
Yeah, I bring my pipe.
He's in his truck trying to light it.
Yeah,
lighting his light bulb.
But yeah, there's different things everybody does. But like you said, certain things you don't do.
No.
And people learn the hard way. They want to know, like halfway through the night, all of a sudden they're like, I don't feel good or I'm tired. Yeah, it's because you shouldn't have had that monster. But
or a fucking blunt or fucking crack pipe.
Sugar in the haunt world is not good.
Oh god, dude, it's so terrible for you.
Especially when you're sweating hardcore and you're going at it hardcore. So.
Dude, I've noticed since I've been back on like medication for myself, I drink about 2.5 gallons a day of water, and that's all I drink is water. And sometimes I'll drink an energy drink. I drank one before the show because I woke up because I worked thirds last night. But dude, I've lost 9 pounds in a month.
I lost 9 pounds.
But I'm constantly fucking moving, and it feels good. But I'm honestly constantly fucking pissing too, and that's like the worst thing about water. It's the worst fucking thing about water.
I started lifting again.
You start what?
Started lifting.
I thought you said you started masturbating. I'm like, well, dude, how many pumps you got?
Yep.
I'm
one pumper.
Damn. Dude, that sucks. So, do you know how bad sex would be? She'd be like, baby, I got you all night. Well, baby, you got me for fucking like 2 pumps, and that's all you get. Pump and dump, and I'm heading home.
Good night.
Sorry, sweetie.
Yeah. But no,
I'm a grower, not a shower.
yeah, I bought some dumbbells and just working.
Have you?
Working it.
That's good.
Working it.
Dumbbells or dumbbells?
Yeah, that's it.
The shake.
Not the shake.
The shake
No,
weight.
not the shake weight.
No, it's just fun, dude. Like, yeah, and there's so many different varieties of where you can be a haunt actor. You know, you can be an entertainer. You can be there's so many different varieties of haunt acting. You know, like I love being grimy, scary, gruesome, very awkward, and making you feel uncomfortable. He likes making people. He reads people. He's more of he likes to entertain them, and he also likes to give them the uneasy feeling. Like, yeah, I'm making you laugh, but if you piss me off, I'm going to like
Your
curb
night's gonna
stomp
be
you.
long. Your night's gonna be long. I
Yeah,
promise you. Because
like Daryl said, you better pack your fucking lunch because I'll be there all fucking day.
Well, and that's the thing. Back to the reading thing. Certain people are aggravated when they come in the gate.
Love it. It's my
And
favorites.
they get mad. Like, okay, you need to get away from me. You need to get away. Okay, first off, you came into my house.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you to come in here. You came to a haunt. So guess what? You screwed up because you made eye contact with me and then you showed.
You're in my world, bitch.
Yeah, you showed me that I creep you. So guess what? For the rest of the night, I'm gonna remember your face, and every time I get a chance and I see you coming in and out of a haunt, I'm coming after you. Your night's gonna be fun. I promise you.
I love stalking people. I mean, it sounds weird, but like I get kind of like not. Oh,
Everybody gets their jolly somewhere.
dude, I definitely got my jolly, dude. When I started being Mortis, man, Mortis had like brought out like a different like side of like my haunt acting, and I like usually I'm a vocalist person. I'm very loud, very entertaining, and like I'm just an asshole. But Mortis is just a lurker. He stalks, he watches. He just makes you feel awkward. You know, you start trying to ask him questions and stuff, and he's just there. And it's not just like, I don't know how to experience, because I've never really like watched myself like act before, except for like that one video. But I've always just loved making people feel uneasy, and I think that's like very fucking like. It's not easy to make people feel uneasy. I've learned that, because like you can look as scary as possible, but if your body language is not there, you're just a person underneath a mask or in makeup.
Well, you definitely got to feel your character.
Have to, dude. And like with Mortis, dude, and Snags, I have this like limp. I don't know what it is.
You can always bring back the German doctor.
The German doctor, what was his name? Dr. Scum. Dude, what a prick. He was fun as fuck. But dude, it's so fun.
It was funny because like for days on end, you kept talking like him, no matter even if we were out just.
It
doing
was
something
so
else.
hard to get out of that character. But dude, that's the beauty behind it. Like you build something. But like when your makeup is correct and you feel it. The same thing with, you know, silicone mask, and like the blood looks good. It's like, you know, your makeup looks great, your base looks great, but then you get like pink blood on you. You give me watered down blood, dude, and it's gonna just sweat off of me and look like shit the whole fucking time. But the cool thing about like silicone mask is put on and go. Yeah. It's beauty behind it. They feel real as fuck. Yep. You know, Immortal Mask, perfect fucking company. Shadow effects, amazing. What's Basement called now? Savage. They're coming back slowly. They're not really as big as they used to be.
I was just on their website. That stuff we saw at Transworld.
Yeah.
They're selling it right now.
Are they?
It's for sale. And it says it in parentheses. Transworld displays.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Wow. That's cool.
But they don't have a lot right now. Everything, it keeps saying the same thing it did on Basement. Everything's sold
CFX,
out.
dude, they used to be really good, man, and I'm calling you out, but
They're just kind of plain.
you guys need to fucking step up your game. You guys,
Well, even the newer stuff that they're coming out with, it's just kind of plain.
it just doesn't have. I don't know what it is. There's just not enough detail.
I just think they're not trying to be crappy. I just think the creativity is just not there.
Yeah, dude, Immortal just has that.
Immortal and
Yeah,
Shattered
dude,
are just bringing it right now.
They're fucking killing it.
And don't get me wrong,
man.
there's a lot of mom and pop companies that are slowly up and coming that I've been seeing online that are like, okay, this company's slowly getting there. I'll keep my eye on them. I'll keep my eye on you. So,
Dude,
but,
that's now like how do you feel about like what would you consider makeup artists through your eyes, Sweets? like
what now?
Like how would you like when you look at a makeup artist, like where do you see them in a haunt world? Like are they like the main people that you have? I know you don't deal with it, but for other actors and shit, how would you present them as for like would you like think that they're like unsane like gods of horror because like they're creating the monsters?
Okay.
I'm not talking about our haunt.
Okay. Well, in that case, you stop me. Because I was about to say, you want to open this can of worms? Okay. So, professional FX artists, professionals that went to school, Tom Sweeney, wherever, that actually legit know what they're doing. Yes, they are amazing people out there that can do some crazy stuff because of their creativity, and they do amazing things. So my hat's off to them. But at the same time, though, back to our world, we're not even most of the people in our world aren't even semi-pro. Sorry, I'm not trying to stab nobody.
That hurt me.
You know the deal.
I know.
You know the deal. There's a couple out there that are good, but then majority of them are just your backyard haunt people that, they do okay stuff, but there's a lot of complaints where managers are sending people back. So, and hopefully this year they'll take more time before season starts, because there's a certain individual that runs it that doesn't want to do that. Need to. That way you're prepped before season, and that way as a manager, hey, this person needs to work with this person. That way you're not waiting until day one of the haunt and going, oh shit, let's see what you can do. You can't do that. You got to have your own little sessions to know what your people can do.
Oh, absolutely.
So, no, definitely a lot of the bigger places, Universal, wherever, that have their professional makeup artists, yes.
Yeah, kudos. I think with dude, there's these haunts out there, like Woods of Terror, Hell's Gate, fucking other haunts that are just haunts, nothing else.
Yeah.
They blow Universal out of the fucking
Oh yeah,
water.
yeah. Now that's a different story though. I'm
Oh
talking
my
about
God.
that's I gotta take a piss. That's far as the haunt itself. Universal has the money and the funds to bring in the big artists and stuff like that. But as far as haunt wise, he's right. There are a lot of other haunts that bring it, in my opinion, better. The scenes are better, but that's because Universal itself is not focused directly on the haunt world. They are a multi-functional facility that does entertaining year-round for all different things. So the haunt is just a small little part they throw up just for fun during the season. Cool. And I've seen a lot of stuff on YouTube about their stuff, and it's not horrible. I mean, some of their stuff's pretty cool, but it's not an actual physical, straight-on, focused haunt. And that's where, like a lot of the haunts that we've done interviews with over the past few years, where we run into the skill level. Again, some of the stuff that they do is just beautiful. Their scenery, their actors, the way they lay everything out is just amazing, and that's what makes a haunt, in my opinion. When you have an owner, that's where it starts. An owner that is gung-ho driven and loves the haunt so much and puts all of his energy into it, and that's where, you know, the pyramid comes in, and he can build a team with that. And when the team believes in the owner, it just full circle.
Well, you want to be an upside pyramid, not an upside down pyramid.
Yeah.
Because you got some people that start great and then they're just like, fuck off. And that's, I think,
Well, some people are money driven too. That's what ruins haunts quick too. You get owners that go, okay, now that I'm getting big, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, the money starts getting to them, and they just stop caring about the haunt world, even though that created you. You got to go back and go to my roots here and say, look, yeah, the money's great, but also I need to start going, hey, I want to be number one again. I got to do this.
Dude, that's why I'm so fucking fascinated with Bone Daddy, dude.
Yeah.
Bone Daddy from Woods of Terror, and dude, if I ever get a Bone Daddy up on here, we do, I'm gonna praise him like a fucking god. But that guy, I don't know his real name, and I should know his real name because I've been on.
He actually, I was reading, he was there at Transworld with us.
Was he?
But you didn't even recognize him because I didn't even
Well, I know he
recognize him.
usually has his mohawk down and stuff, but
Again, he had...
But dude, like, I am so fascinated with Woods of Terror and how much he promotes his actors, and he gives them so much fucking positivity and helps them guide them to be the best of the best.
Well, you don't ever see a thing with just him.
No.
Every picture that they have of Woods of Terror, it's always his actors.
His actors, and he appreciates every
And then,
single
you know,
one of them.
he'll put himself in them too, but he's always blowing his actors up. That's awesome.
And like, he blows his haunt up, and like, dude, he's legit, and he's fucking, he's great, dude. And like, I have nothing bad to say about the guy, man. Like, I have nothing but anything good to say about that fucking man. He has created a fucking empire that is like so fucking beautiful, and dude, kudos to you, Bone Daddy, man. Like, we would love for you to be on our show eventually, so we can hear your story. And I love that. But dude, the biggest thing, man, is the ritual of changing into that monster.
Again, that's...
That buildup of getting there at the haunt.
See, it's rough for you because you're in makeup.
Yeah.
So you're too worried about everybody else. Me, I literally get to the park before everybody else. I'm usually the first person there. I mean, our own maintenance has been there all day, but it's quiet. There's nobody around. They're off in other buildings doing their thing. Me, I get there, you know, before everybody else, even any other actor. I get there. I go to my area. I go to my locker, and I sit because our lockers in our area for the roamers, they're pretty wide to where they're a little bit wider than your shoulder width. I sit back in my locker because they don't have a door, not like that. I sit back in it, and I just slowly will snack on whatever I brought to snack on, my protein stuff, and, you know, get plenty hydrated. But then first thing I do, I'm usually in my basketball shorts, actually the ones that I got on now, because I keep them, I just carry mess shorts because I always get crap on me throughout the night. I sit there, I put on my socks. I put on sweet socks. I put my boots on.
And then he takes his shorts off and he runs around the park
do.
before everybody shows up.
And during that time, it's quiet, and I just sit there and I just kind of zone out and just start thinking like him, and it just like start prepping my night in my head. Okay, this is the area, I'm gonna focus on this, I'm gonna focus on that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, you didn't even turn that one on. There you go, that'll work. So, but then as people start coming in, then I'll put something else on. Then I'll put something else on. And then eventually, like literally 30 minutes before we go out, I actually put the face on.
And dude, that
Once the face goes on, it's like someone flipped the switch. It's yeah.
and I think you guys can like relate, dude. You're at work. It's Friday or Thursday for some people. And they know when they wake up in that morning, I'm gonna go haunt. I can't wait.
I'm going haunting.
I can't wait to.
I'm going haunting.
I can't wait.
Oh, that's that thing too. That was a treat for us this year. We got to go to a haunt during off season.
That was cool. That was oh god.
And that right there is what really.
Yeah, that really drove the nail into the fucking hands,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
dude.
that was it.
Dude, after I've read all the reviews for the Pennsylvania one, the East Coast hunt, next year I'm going to do both.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to, because everybody said after doing St. Louis, then those that got to do both, because it's totally different haunts. Pennsylvania had 2 other haunts to actually go to. Plus, all the haunts that we've talked to were there. Field of Screams was there. So
Jim Scoff.
So again, and then they said it's not as big as St. Louis, but it's still fun though.
I won't believe it.
Plus, even after our hours, they do, like I said, the haunt stuff, the tours for the haunts. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So, that right there is another way to really keep
Just that drive, dude. And I think
blood going.
and that really brought like him and I back together like hardcore, dude. After St. Louis, man.
I don't know how the hell you remembered St. Louis.
Why? I don't know either. I was fried out of my mind.
Too much drink and too much.
I didn't really drink as much, man.
Well, the first night you all did. The second night in the morning they did, but then yeah.
I just was French fried potatoes the whole time. The whole fucking time. I had a fucking blast, dude. And I hardly took any pictures because I just like
I had to drive the entire time.
It's only 5 hours.
I'm talking about even while we were there, I had to drive because everybody was too messed up.
It was fun though. We had a great time, dude.
Oh yeah, I don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it, and I just we learned some things.
But dude, I just I love that fucking aspect of, and again, I can relate to any haunter, and if you guys can relate, comment in our fucking comment section on Spotify, and let us know, or just fucking email us and just tell us how your guys' ritual is of starting, what my ritual is, literally, for me as a makeup artist into an actor, dude. I get there. And I prep my station, clean my guns out, make sure everything's good. I make sure my paint is exactly where it needs to be at. I fill up as much as I can because I'm gonna refill throughout the night. Clean up my station, put my apron on, put my gloves on, and I just wait for a second. I'm getting into the music because our makeup artist sometimes has music, always has music going. And
then when everybody comes in,
it's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum.
And then, dude, it's just...
And I'm all out of gum.
It's just this, because I have an airbrush, dude, and dude, oh my god, dude. By the end of the season, dude, my hand has fucking abs.
It's got little veins.
Oh god, dude. It hurts. And it towards the end of the season, man, dude, my hand hurts so fucking bad. And it's just the crampiness. But it's the fucking... And then, dude, the haunt boogers are the best boogers in the world. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Your haunt boogers.
Haunt boogers are the coolest fucking...
It's that light. Your light's messing you up. Like I said, just the one was doing fine, so. His arm was going invisible due to the light.
The haunt boogers, dude. Dude, I'll pick some boogers, dude. Oh, some winners, man. And they're gunky and they're hard, and you're fucking in the shower going,
dude. I'm just stoked this year because I know I don't have to get up early.
Yeah, you lucky bastard.
I don't have to worry about my hours for work because I'm off weekends now. Oh god, dude, it's gonna be awesome this
I'll
year.
get there eventually, and I'm not too worried about that. But dude, my ritual, dude, I'll get my shit done.
Imagine if you ever get to come to shipping.
Game over.
Dude.
Game over.
Oh god.
It'll be game over.
Between work and going to just haunting itself.
I think Kurt would fucking hate us.
No, he wouldn't. No, he'd enjoy it because again,
well, he'll enjoy the fucking fact that he'll scare me 24/7.
Oh, dude, he will love it. He would
dude,
love that.
I hate that shit,
Yeah,
dude.
he would love
and
it.
he makes me, and dude, I still have. He's one up on me right now. He is one up on me, dude. And the last time he scared me, I was changing my fucking blades and my knife, and dude, I almost stabbed myself. Fucking damn it, man, fucking bastard. But no, man, dude, that ritual, getting my shit ready, and then once I know that because our last thing that we do is the haunted trail, which is 120 actors. We get through them, and then when I know that we're at the last zone, I'm like, all right, cool, I got 2 more actors. I want to start prepping myself for haunting. So now we're 2 hours in. Haunt's already been open for about an hour and a half. I'm like, all right, get my shit done. And then if I'm doing makeup or a mask that night, 9 times out of 10, I've been doing makeup because it's more visually for me, whatever. And I usually ask either, you know, my old lady to do my makeup or another makeup artist. I only let 2 people touch my face, by the way, or myself. And I get out there, put my contacts in, and I put my earbuds in and shit, put my vest on or my jacket or whatever I'm wearing. I'll walk down to the garage. Usually they're out doing their thing or they're taking a break in the garage and stuff. It's usually nice seeing everybody in there when I first walk in there, but sometimes they're out doing their shit. It just
depends on the night.
Yeah.
If it's real slow, we're usually in the garage. But
yeah.
Now, if you're feeling it, I'll do.
It's kind of hard to do it like the way I've been doing it because it's like it's not my normal routine that I have been doing for the years that I was doing it as a normal, strictly an actor. And it does get a little hard to push myself to go out there, and sometimes I don't have it, sometimes I do have it, but a lot of the times, like, I'll go up in there and I'll put my teeth in and I'm like looking myself in the mirror and I'll start making faces in the mirror and I get my shit going, dude. And then once I walk through that gate, dude, I feel the crowd and I roam for it. But that's the fun part about it, man. It's like as haunters, as us, as you guys, like, we are fucking, oh god, dude, I don't know how to explain it, man. It's just the drive, man. It's not a fucking hobby, dude. Spooky's a fucking lifestyle. It's like it's so fucking great, dude. The fucking darkness just stays in your fucking bones, and you can't just hold back anymore. Once you're out there on that fucking floor, you're there. And like, dude, I tell this to a lot of people, and they're like, that don't make sense. I hate Halloween. And here's the reason why. I love the fact of Halloween. I love everything about Halloween. Everything. I hate Halloween because it's the last day of being spooky.
No, it ain't.
For working at a haunted house. That when it's your last time working at a haunt for the year. Some people, they open up haunts during like on off seasons and stuff. But like for us, for instance, like, or it's after Halloween, it's like, fuck, man, this is like, we can't be out here scaring people no more. But that's when the haunt blues kick in. It's like, okay. But when you are a 365-day haunt actor and you are doing shit like what we're doing, we constantly just breathe it and think about it and see it. You know, I see it constantly on my fucking phone. People at work think I'm just crazy because I'm looking at fucking blood, guts, and gore on my phone. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you looking at? Brother, you know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at pussy. I'm joking. No, I'm looking at fucking like haunt.
I'm looking at some clown blue knots.
Yeah, some clown blue knots, some clown pussy. But no, dude, like, I love that, man. And I think that you guys, I know the people that love this shit, man, they strive for it. And then for the haunt builders or prop builders or mask makers, haunt's over, next day, boom, making.
Back to the studio.
Back to the fucking studio.
Back to the drawing board.
And then same thing for haunt owners.
Back to the future.
Yeah, back to the future. It don't make sense. Contradict everything you just said.
Yeah.
You can't go back to the future if you're already in the future.
I don't know. Uncle J. Fox
I just
said
fucked myself. my brain is fried for a second.
There you go.
But no, it's just like, for you haunt actors, for you guys, for you haunt owners, for you special effects makeup artists, you prop builders, you building makers, you scene making motherfuckers, how do you guys feel about it? What do you guys feel when the season's over? Like, what do you guys do? Like, what is your guys' routine? Do you guys, like, for haunt owners, start at the drawing board and start like, all right, so next year we're going to start tearing this down, or, you know, in like 2 weeks we're going to tear this down, we're going to do this? Like, how do you guys go through your process? Like, what is your story behind? The fuck was that?
Oh, I know what that was.
Is that the cussing?
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah. When the fuck did I put this on here? What's this from? I don't remember this. says sleep tight.
Weird. But anyways, like, dude, like when the rituals like of like built. What the
That's why we did that one.
Yeah.
What was this one?
Now that too, it's a wonderful life. You can't just buy people, Mr. Potter. Well, you know what you are? You're a little bitch. That's right, you're a bitch, and I bet you'd like to suck it, wouldn't you? You are. You're a little bitch. That's right, you're a bitch, and I bet you'd like to suck it, wouldn't you? A bitch, and I bet you'd like to suck it, wouldn't you?
I was wondering. I was like, wait a minute. What the fuck is this extra
Dude,
shit?
that's so funny. But I bet the stress is there. They're excited for Trans World. They're ready to buy their scenes and stuff. But the biggest thing is, guys, is that we're a huge fucking family. Huge fucking family. The blood, the sweat, the tears, the fake chainsaws, the dead hanging bodies.
I am curious about how that's going to work this year out there, because now that they're changing it to where not every house is competing against each other, I wonder how the atmosphere will be on that. Hopefully good. Hopefully everybody takes it well. But
I think it's going to help because
I'm like you, it should be all a big family / team thing. We're there to work as a unit to entertain people.
Yeah.
Stop worrying about competing with every little thing, and let's
just build us a family, dude.
Let's build this.
Now, for like other haunts and haunt actors and stuff, do you guys have any like competitions or trophies or reward nights or a banquet or
What do you have?
what do you have? And if you guys have something,
Share it.
let a brother know. Let
Post
us
it.
know. Post it. Share it.
Yeah.
Comment on our Spotify. Let us
Something.
know, because like we would want to hear how you guys do your things. From like other stuff, like how we do our stuff. We, we have meetings throughout the year, kind of. And at the end of the season, a week after Haunt closes, we have a huge banquet. We hand out our awards. We appreciate the actors, the managers, the blah blah, the everybody.
Have a little snack.
Little snacky poo, and we just fucking party. Party hardy. Yeah. I'm gonna go back to my house and have some brewskis. But it just feels good, dude. And a lot of people don't understand. Yes, it is an odd job. Yes, it is a very strange lifestyle to live. But you know what? It's a judgment-free zone. We don't judge. We just appreciate. Each and every one of us, we appreciate each other as haunt actors. There are a lot of criticism, but don't accept that. Accept that criticism. Accept it. Because if you're getting criticized by a veteran that's been doing this for a long time, take that criticism and build off of it. Turn that, if it sounds negative, turn it into a positive.
Well, I still think the biggest thing they really need to do to help keep developing actors, even the younger ones, or even the newcomers that they're going to be bringing in, I think during the summer, again, on the weekends, they need to have classes.
Boo Scouts.
But it ain't nothing against nobody personal. They need to change it up, and they need to get somebody else running it. So they need to have somebody that's younger, a little bit younger, and has a little bit more energy to do it, that really is out there. And again, I'm not trying to put anybody on a pedestal, but it's one of those things. I think, honestly, the Roamers need to run it.
100%. And I think that's like the biggest thing about just like...
Well, the reason I say that, because I don't want nobody to take it the wrong way. We interact with people 24/7 during the night. The houses see that person maybe one time, not unless it's a slow night and that customer comes back through a second time. But you guys only have a few seconds with a customer. We see them all night, communicating with them all night. They see us all night, all night. So we're constantly talking with them. We have more time with them. And therefore, our character is constantly going. So therefore, I think as far as classes go, the Roamers are the best option to help teach, because we're the ones interacting more often.
It helps a lot. And it's like with like other actors out there in the haunt world, when they have Congo lines, like he said, like you have just a few moments with these people and then they're gone. So when you have those few moments, give it your fucking all.
And you got to be fast on your
And
feet.
make sure you plant or stamp or fucking brand your fucking performance into their brain, because when they're done with that haunt, they're like, dude, you see that fucking dude? Did you see that girl? Did you see what they just did? Oh my God. And then they go back and they tell their friends.
And that's the important thing of the classes too, because during the classes, you know, what you're doing is, it's not as just like us showing you this, but it's also to help build your confidence. That way, when come season, you already have roughly...
Cunt season.
Yeah, cunt season. During your season, you're ready to go. You're already mentally, you're prepared. You already have some lines you want to use. You get a feel already for your scene, because that's the other thing I would love to do if we did do the classes on the weekend, stuff like that, is when we get these groups of people coming out, we actually take them to the areas. We get with their managers and write side notes where they're going to be roughly, and we take them out to their scenes and start letting them get used to their scenes before even the season starts. And we work with them and ask them questions like, hey, so what if this person does this? What if this person does that? Are you going to be here? Are you going to be there? And you break this stuff down for them, and next thing you know, their confidence.
It flies through the air.
And
And
it
like,
helps them
if you
out.
help these people by giving them a brief script, not a script, but a script with bullet points and stuff, and say, hey,
Just guide.
just a little guide, and then let them use that script and then improv off of that. And then once that improv starts improving more and more and more, and it's not about the jump scares. It is certainly not about the fucking jump scares. It's about being the person that you're not and being the true monster that you are. Going out there and showing the fear to all these customers, the entertainment to all these fucking customers, and making sure that you plant your performance in their brain so they can talk about you. You got some people in the haunt world that don't quite understand. They think it's all about jump scares. Okay, well then there's the category of jump scarers. If you're a good jump scarer, cool. But if I can stand right in front of you and still get a jump scare and you see me, you're on the right track.
Yeah.
You're doing your job correctly. If you're going to go out there and give it your 110%, keep fucking going. If you want it, and if you have questions, ask. Don't be afraid to fucking ask. And there ain't no copying anybody out there in the haunt world. There ain't nothing, because there is so much out there. It's kind of hard not to.
Yeah.
It's like making a new movie.
Well, the biggest thing I try to express to some of these people that do ask, it's like, always have something in reserve, because
Be yourself.
sometimes something comes up and you can't do what you wanted to do. So, okay, always have something ready. It's no different if you're a pitcher in the major leagues. You can't just throw a fastball the whole game.
No.
You got to have different pitches. No different in the haunt world. You have to have different approaches, because, again, some people will take your approach and just knock it out of the park.
And
like,
dude, and
whoops.
it's like a vocalist at a music concert. You know, you go out there and you're like, see the crowd? The crowd's either gonna walk all over you or you're gonna fucking walk all over them. So it's your choice.
Everybody sit down and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, how are you going to make sure that fucking crowd is gonna throw their fucking hands up and fucking rock out with you? How are you gonna do that?
It's the energy.
And that's the question that you need to ask yourself. And it's not a question that you need to ask to anybody else. Yeah, try to get some advice and stuff, but it's up to you.
You want to get to the point, mister. Now, what is it? What are you trying to tell us?
I did. It's up to you. It's up to you to go out there and perform for us.
Yeah.
It's up to you to make sure that you're the fucking rock star of the show. If you want to improve yourself or be that idol that you've always wanted, go out there and do it. Don't be afraid. And if you're afraid, maybe it's not for you. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just not the lifestyle for you. But if you have that energy, you have that strive of just going out there.
You will succeed.
Yeah,
That's all that matters. Right there. At the end of the night.
if you have that fucking strive, man, and of just not giving a flying hoot about anything, man, do it. Haunt acting is the best thing. It releases so much, and it feels great. And the appreciation that we have for the haunt community is far from anything that I can even describe. But the haunt world has also been such a true blessing to me because I'm able to finally show the real person that I am, and I'm not afraid to show the real person that I am to anybody else in this world. If you don't like me, guess what? Fuck off. Simple as that. I don't care. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if I don't care.
Shut the fuck up!
Hands down. I will be as nice as I can to you. I will do everything I'll do anything and everything for everybody. Fuck me over. That's it. Done.
You're done.
You're
done.
But the biggest appreciation that I have for everybody that's in the haunt community is you're spooky inside. You know, to every haunter, actor, twisted soul out there, you're the Scream. You know, the shadow.
Be the Scream.
And the spirit of the season. 100%.
Be the Scream.
And that's the biggest thing about being a haunter. You're the fucking spirit of the haunt. You're the reason why the customers come out and see this fucking empire that your boss made, that some random guy had an idea of making a haunt and created something beautiful. You know, like Fred Herm said from Hell's Dungeon. We're all fucking rejects. And that's one thing that I love that. Like, dude, we're rejects. You know, we're not normal people in the normal day society. We're fucking haunters. And I am proud to say that. Very, very proud. It's not a job, it's a lifestyle, and it's, you know, it's written across my forehead. It's on my knuckles, dude. I can't get away from it. Even when I tried, dude, I just can't get away from the fear of just being spooky, and I don't want that getting taken away from me. It's like my own personal little drug. Like Edward Collins says in Twilight, you're my own personal drug, Bella. You're like my own cap of heroin.
Yeah, it's something.
But dude, it's great, man. But I love it. But, you know, with that being said, guys, I think this was a good episode of Season 6, Episode 3. You know, again, guys, you guys are the reason. You know, call to action. Share your fucking story, dude. And join us on this fucking journey, this ride on the Dark Carousel.
On our favorite rocket ship.
And just find us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and all major platforms. And just tell us your story. Tag us on Instagram, Facebook, and anything that you see us on, write us, email us, and let us know. We want to hear your story and get you up on here and tell you, and we want to hear it. We want to hear the reason why this haunting life is you. I'm Lovely Snacks, and that is Mr. Sweets. And again, guys, stay spooky, stay weird.
Yeah, guys. Deuces.
This ride on the Dark Carousel may be over, but the horrors are far from done. The next nightmare is just around the corner. Stay tuned for the next episode of the Dark Carousel.